Hola amigos, we are The Roots. On this vlog, we are sharing with you our ups and multiple downs on our mission to travel and experience as much from life as possible. So please tag along on this journey. Jesus, Mr. Root, what is it now?
On today's episode, we're going to cover the rough framing, the electrical, and the spray foam insulation. Interestingly enough, the spray foam is the only thing we've actually had to pay somebody to do for us.
Here we are ripping 2x4s to frame the bus. For this we also use self-tapping screws to secure the wood at the square tubing and at the hat channels, and of course a lot of liquid nails.
So tomorrow, we might have walls.
Awesome.
It depends if I send people away.
Okay, so tell me how you did the bow. Explain people.
So in the past, if you look at some of our other videos, you can kind of see this bow and the way it's cut. What we had to do is follow the contour of the bow of the bus. So if you look right here, this is square tubing.
And that's the same way we
That's
did it.
exactly the same thing we did for back here.
You see the cuts right there?
So when we cut the center section out, there was no reinforcement, so I got some 1.5 inch square tubing, notch cut it all the way across, and that created the bow for this rear transition.
Yeah.
That is exactly the same thing. And that's for our top plate. There's our bottom plate.
That's the top plate, bottom plate.
So I already have this top plate done.
Yeah, we just didn't put it on today, but it will be.
And what it's going to do, it's going to join with that over there to reinforce it. So this is going to be a hallway wall section.
Yeah.
Hallway wall section. It's going to tie into that top plate.
Yeah.
The bottom plate is going to have a stud, another stud here, stud here, one there, one there.
Okay.
So
And that.
this might actually be kind of a safe room because when we're done with it, well, this is 16 gauge steel. So
Leave it to Brian Root to over-engineer something.
I gotta tell you, the bus is made out of 18. This is 16 gauge. It's heavy as shit.
Between the metal and the wood framing, it was all hands on deck. Thank God for the help of the kids. Once the walls were framed, then we move on to framing the ceiling. We didn't want to have a curved ceiling, so we created a template to be able to cut all the trusses exactly the same. For this, we use the purple insulation foam that is really practical for templates. Of course, we use leftover foam for other previous works. This purple stuff is quite expensive. Once we have the template pieces on the shape and dimensions that we wanted, we cut all the 2x. To help us on the installation, we use a string. We tie a string from the back of the bus to the front of the bus at the cut lines so that the brake lines will match. Working overhead is really painful, especially when you're old. So we sort of figured a system that make our life easier in this case. For instance, I pre-drill every single piece and then clamp it in place, of course making sure that the brake lines match the string. And then Brian came and screwed them into the ceiling head channels with self-tapping screws. After the ceiling framing and the wall framing was over, that actually took us like 2 weeks, we moved on to route all the needed electrical cables. At some point, everything got so complicated that we had to call for reinforcements. Our friend Domingo came and helped us to finish the electrical inside. Thank God for friends. Hola, Mr. Root.
Hi.
What are we doing? Or what we did? Show me.
Well, we're not doing anything else anymore today.
No, we're not.
Today's
Okay. So this is like progress recap of today.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Yeah.
So today we did electrical
Yeah.
and we finished the roof framing.
At least the main part of the roof framing.
So as you can see, where Marissa and the Muppet is, that bundle of wire,
Yeah.
that's where our inverter and circuit breaker panel is going to go.
Yeah.
So from there, you can see everything branches from there. We have wiring going to the front. We have wiring going overhead. And we have wiring going to the back.
And on this wall too.
So what we decided to do is bring the bulk of the wire up, over, and then down, and everything branched from the roof line. We have this gap here, which actually worked out perfectly for us.
Yes.
From the front all the way to the back. So that gives us a gap for the wiring to go.
Okay.
And then as you can see also, we have the framing in for the roof, or I'm sorry, for the ceiling. And then in the center here, there's going to be a soffit.
It's smaller than that. It's just 10 inches, but
But what's going to happen is it's going to give us a soffit. It'll drop down, and then we'll have a place to put stuff up here as we need it, such as can lights, LED strips, so on and so on and so on.
yep. Awesome. So we have light in the back for electricity.
So we have
It's pre-wired.
We have all the pre-wire done. So come Monday, the foam guy's coming.
Yeah.
He's going to do all the spray foam. And we have to have as much done as we can possibly have done
Yeah.
before he gets here.
So we still have to work on these curvy ceilings in this transition space in the front and the back framing
You want to see the youngest child?
right there. And then the ceilings, the curved ceilings, which is the entry and the back. Okay, yeah. That should be long dog.
What else you want to know?
That's it. It's just a progress report.
Progress report.
Progress report.
Okay.
That's where it is.
Midterm.
Yeah, midterm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, by the way, we have 3 seniors in high school.
Yes.
We haven't finished our house,
Yep.
and we're full steam on the bus.
Yes. We still don't have a sink in the house. We've been washing dishes on the backyard for 4 months. Awesome. Ethan loves that. Well, after that, Brian and I routed low voltage cables that included the cameras around the bus, among other systems. Hey, Mr. Root.
Hi.
Show me what happened here.
What happened? Oh, might be a little quieter.
Thank you.
So we got foam.
Wow, it's green.
Yep.
And it's not hot in here. Hey, cut it out, don't do that.
Why?
Put jaws on my phone. Wow.
So from the outside, sounds pretty beefy.
Wow. So that's not 2 inches, right?
Oh, it's almost 3 plus.
Wow.
Well, it's 3 in some and plus in others.
Okay.
So yeah, we sprung for the extra inch, and we knew that we're going to live in Arizona now, but we're also going to be in cold weather as well.
Yes.
So they just started filling it up. So these are 2x4s, and there's places where it's 2 inches up in the corner.
Yeah.
So if you look at some of the other videos, you can see the way we framed it.
Yeah.
And there's sections where it's pretty
deep.
And they hit the corners pretty hard. So it's very filled up.
Wow, that's awesome. So now it's just, so all the wire is done and it's there.
All the electrical's in place. We have connections we gotta make.
Yes.
Once we start working on the sheeting,
Which is my next task right now.
then these boxes they'll come through.
Yes. Wow. Can you open that hatch, please? Let's circulate the air. Okay.
And this does not need any reinforcing.
Oh, well, I was going to tell you that we forgot to reinforce that.
Well, after,
It's too late.
well, it is too late, but it's not necessary.
Okay. Oh, and I like this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not flush though. I'm going to have to grind it. I'm going to have to grind that.
So Yeti thinks they make good coolers.
Yeah, we make good buses.
We made a cooler on wheels, basically.
Yes. Wow. Okay, well. Chop, chop.
No, I got shit to do.
Yeah, me too. So this is it. This is the end of the framing, the end of the electrical, and the end of the phone video,
Yeah.
basically. Good.
So somewhere I want to hang these lights back up.
Yeah. So the guy that came really did a great job. We're gonna put his contact out
Stuff.
underneath this video.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, he's a good guy. He gave us a good price.
What do you think, Ethan?
What do you think, papi?
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Hey,
what do you think?
this sucks. Sucks.
Show me what you got.
That is done, for the most part. So I'm just shaving the excess that is gonna prevent us for shading or siding, I mean. Okay, well, continue to the next task. See you next video.
Thank you for hanging out with us today. Please give us a big thumbs up,
consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. And until next time, hasta luego, amigos.